He's finally done it! What is going on, guys? Bretto live back with another video, and today we have the Week in Review episode 274, where we go over Raw and SmackDown in a WWE action figure setup style. Raw, we have a banger show to talk about. The end shocked the living snot out of me. We're going to be going through it in an action figure setup style. Monday Night Raw from Ontario, California this past Monday. Let's run it up. We have the show with an absolute bang. Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed's brawl continues as they freaking spear each other into a merch stand while Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio are pulling up in literally this exact Lucha Lowrider. Now you guys gotta pick it up. It was on WWE television, this exact car. Absolutely insane. I can't believe they actually made the real thing. It was literally bouncing up and down just like this thing does. I was like, bro, no way. Crazy way to open up the show here. An assault into a merch stand, and the Lowrider makes its appearance. Liv and Dom would open this episode of Monday Night Raw talking about bad blood and talking about how Liv Morgan's gonna retain her title. Of course, they get interrupted by Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley comes out and notifies Dom that he's going to be suspended in a shark cage above the ring at Bad Blood during the Women's Championship match. I love this. Keep Dom out of the equation because he's been a factor the past 2 times screwing over Rhea Ripley. So Liv, I think, is going to lose that belt at Bad Blood. To top it off at the end, Rhea Ripley hits Liv Morgan with a headbutt. It felt great to see this. Dom's going to be in a shark cage. That is freaking fantastic. Dragon Lee went one-on-one with Carlito. We did have the LWO on ringside, as well as some of the Judgment Day on ringside. No Finn Balor. Finn Balor was oddly not at this episode of Monday Night Raw. Judgment Day takes out the LWO on ringside. That leads to Rey Mysterio making his appearance, jumping the barricade, taking out the Judgment Day, allowing for Dragon Lee to actually pick up a victory. He beat Carlito with this little finishing maneuver. I forgot what they called it, but he hit his finishing maneuver. It was like a twist move, a Hurricane Rana, and he slammed him down to the mat. 1, 2, 3, Dragon Lee picks up the victory over Carlito. That's just weird to say. Dragon Lee actually won a match, but it was cool to see Rey take out the Judgment Day. That was pretty fire. The Miz would be approached by Karrion Kross backstage, and Karrion Kross still thinks he's crazy for going in this match against Bronson Reed. The Miz was luckily saved by Braun Strowman, who didn't even allow the bell to ring. He would attack Bronson Reed before the bell, jump the barricade, take out Bronson Reed, saving the Miz in a way, and then they would brawl it out. Security would come out. They foreshadowed, I swear to you, they foreshadowed a possible breaking of the ring here, where Braun Strowman and Bronson Reed were in the corner. They looked like they were going to do a suplex. They're foreshadowing breaking the ring. They're fighting next week in a last monster standing match. I guarantee the ring breaks. I guarantee it. It has to happen. Triple H is going to make it happen. But in the meantime, they just destroyed security personnel. It looked like Braun Strowman was going to jump off the freaking top rope, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. It did not happen. But this was still an insane brawl. I loved this. I like Bronson Reed. I like Braun Strowman. This rivalry is heated, and I can't wait for their culmination match next week. Just me, or did Drew McIntyre cut a better promo than CM Punk? It was basically the same promo that Punk cut last week. Oh, my family's not telling me to do this cell match. They don't want me to do this cell match. My wife's saying don't do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to see you in hell, this and that. So in a way, it was basically the same promo as CM Punk, but in my opinion, you guys know I'm a big Punk mark. I think Drew McIntyre did it better. I enjoyed Drew's promo better than Punk's, but both were good, and I can't wait for their match. It's going to be a bloodbath. Hence the pay-per-view name, Bad Blood. Sami Zayn was scheduled to go one-on-one with Ludwig Kaiser. Match was fantastic. Back and forth action between these two. Even where Sami Zayn got sent into the Timekeeper's area again. Remember what Braun Breaker did to him? Ludwig Kaiser did a very similar thing by sending him into the freaking chair of the Timekeeper's area. I loved this match. In the end, Sami Zayn was able to win the match with the Hallelujah Kick, beating Ludwig Kaiser. After the match, Gunther's music hits, and I thought we were getting a World Championship match in the main event, but I forgot we were having the IC title in the main event. So Gunther comes out, he's like, oh, well, what do you think, Ontario, California? What do you guys want to see? A World Championship match? And then he just trolls the crowd and basically says, nah, Sammy doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. Dude, Bad Blood, it's going to be Sammy versus Gunther, and the match is going to be amazing. I can't wait for it. But as far as the match between Ludwig and Sammy, it's amazing. The trolling from Gunther, it's hilarious. Adam Pearce was being interviewed backstage, and he would be distracted by a noise in the background. That would be Butch, excuse me, Pete Dunne, who would attack Sheamus yet again with a freaking cricket bat. He assaulted him, whacked it over the back, and dude, Dunne literally won. He won his match last week. Why is he attacking Sheamus again? Wouldn't you want to be done with this? Hey, I beat him. I'm done. I'm moving on to bigger and better things, maybe a championship. No, he attacks Sheamus again backstage. So I guess this rivalry is not over. Io Sky and Kairi Sane would be confronted by the women's tag team champions Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair before they faced Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Jade and Bianca acknowledged the loss that Bianca took last week up against Io Sky, which I'm glad they acknowledged that, and they basically they put them on notice just in case they beat Unholy Union, which they did. Io Sky and Kairi Sane. I love that. I love seeing them wrestle, by the way. I think they're some of the best women on the roster. Sky and Sane. They took out Unholy Union. They won the match. So in a way, it's kind of a number one contenders match, and they won. So they're going to be probably facing Jade and Bianca in the future. And hopefully these are our next women's tag team champions with a return from Asuka, hopefully. Man, this New Day stuff is growing on me. Ever since Odyssey Jones got fired, no offense to him, this story has low-key improved. It has, man. It's got my prediction fully different. Listen to this. Okay, first of all, American Made approached New Day backstage, setting up for a match later in the show. I love the Bootios callback and the guy with the pancakes. I thought that was so funny in that promo. Anyways, Woods and Kingston went up against the Creed brothers. They didn't face Chad Gable. They fought the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus Creed. Tag team match was amazing up until the end, where Xavier Woods just couldn't take his focus off of Chad Gable. So he assaulted Chad Gable to the point where he was distracted. So the Creed brothers took advantage. They pinned Xavier Woods. They picked up the victory, and Woods was just heated. He was heated again. He was mad again, but this time it was Woods' fault. Kingston said, "You're calling the shots now, Woods," and he shot and he missed, bro. The New Day lose again, and then backstage, just more heated arguments with Rey Mysterio now. So I guess Woods wants a match with Rey Mysterio. I'm like, oh my god. Originally, I thought Xavier Woods was gonna turn on Kingston, right? But now I'm catching a vibe that Kofi Kingston is gonna turn heel with Xavier Woods. So we're going to have a whole new and improved heel New Day. Before the main event, we had a bunch of different promo videos from people, including Damian Priest, who was talking about his match that's going to be going down at Bad Blood. The rest of the Wyatt Six had a little creepy video. I didn't really know what to make of it. As well as the PFC, Sonya, Zoe, and Shayna. They had a little hype video. And this was literally all before the main event. Crazy. They killed so much time before that main event. Of course, the main event was Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker, which was an amazing match. Going into this match, I was like, it's going to be Braun. It's going to be Braun. I'm bored. Like, it's going to be Braun. Match was great. Jey Uso's entrance was great. Jey Uso's attire was great. And want to know what else is great? He is the brand new Intercontinental Champion. I cannot believe this. Jey Uso is the IC champ. He beats Braun Breaker. No interference from anybody. I thought we were going to see a run-in from the Bloodline. Maybe the Bloodline screws Jey. It leads to maybe a Bloodline Civil War at War Games. No, dude. Jey wins. Spears through the barricade. Jey Uso finished the match with the frog splash. Just an amazing sequence of moves here to finish off this match. Where once again, Jey Uso is our Intercontinental Champion. Mattel, we need a figure of what he was wearing. His cotton candy gear was so freaking dope. I should have known, man. They saved this for the end of the show. I should have known Jey was winning. Yeet. Pretty solid show, if you ask me. I enjoyed the wrestling. I enjoyed the storytelling. I thought it was pretty good. And we saw the appearance of the freaking lowrider. Absolutely insane. We have a new Intercontinental Champion. Favorite moment, favorite match. Jey both ways. Jey gets the favorite match. Jey gets the favorite moment. Out of 10, this show is probably going to get an 8 out of 10 from me. I actually really enjoyed this episode of Monday Night Raw. I thought it flowed really well. That was Monday Night Raw. Now we are going to jump into the blue brand, that being SmackDown. Friday Night SmackDown from Oklahoma City. Pretty short, but sweet show. We are going to run it up right now. Opening up the show with Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton. They were all about to talk about their issues with Cody Rhodes teaming with Roman Reigns until they were interrupted by Solo Sikoa and the Bloodline. They would come out, and Cody Rhodes had a plan for a tag team match in the main event, but he got interrupted by Kevin Owens, who would tell Cody Rhodes, you have your own tag team match to worry about at Bad Blood. How about me and Randy Orton versus Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa in the main event, which obviously that's going to be an amazing main event. But the fact that Kevin Owens interrupted Cody Rhodes like that so blatantly, because obviously he has a problem with Cody Rhodes' team with Roman Reigns. We all know it, but he just hasn't really gotten a chance to talk about it much. We could tell there's an issue, though. There's definitely an issue. Nia Jax would get in the face of Tiffany Stratton backstage by literally choking her out as she was talking to her. I was like, bro, isn't that your friend? What are you doing? Yeah, I realize Tiffany Stratton is in the box. I'm going to be opening her very, very soon when we get the rest of WWE Elite Series 113. But that Tiffany Stratton figure is looking awesome. But yeah, anyways, Nia Jax tries to choke her out. I'm like, isn't this your friend, bro? It's only a matter of time till Tiffany Stratton cashes in on Nia Jax, and I can't wait for it to happen. Speaking of Nia Jax, we had a number one contenders match for the Women's Championship that Jax currently holds. It was Bayley going up against Naomi, friend versus friend. This match actually delivered, man. I really enjoyed this. Bayley and Naomi had some really good chemistry going in this. Did anybody else really like Naomi's attire? She was wearing like an Uno attire, and I thought it was really freaking cool. I'd love to see an action figure of that. I thought it was awesome, but in the end, we did see Bayley deliver the elbow drop here. She was able to pick up the victory over Naomi, and Bayley is now the #1 contender for Nia Jax's Women's Championship at Bad Blood. It's gonna be a solid match. Do I see Bayley getting it back? No, but you never know. You could tell Naomi was a little frustrated at the end of the match. She kind of just walked out of the ring, didn't really show much respect, but then backstage later, she would show her respect to Bayley. She showed that she was pretty happy for her, and Naomi wants first in line if Bayley wins the title at Bad Blood. And then Naomi set up a match with Tiffany Stratton. I'm looking forward to that. Before Carmelo Hayes went up against Andrade for the 6th time, he would literally just shove LA Knight over a road case backstage as he was talking to Andrade. I was like, what on earth? Way to freaking get LA Knight to get involved in your match, Carmelo Hayes. Great job. Anyway, Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade, number 6. This delivered. This absolutely delivered. Might have been the best match of their series. It was really good. It went through like 2 to 3 commercial breaks, and it was really solid. In the end, LA Knight, he came back out. He was looking to get a little revenge on Carmelo Hayes, but it would backfire because he would end up helping Carmelo Hayes beat Andrade with a little distraction because Carmelo Hayes was able to roll up Andrade after LA Knight came out and pin him 1, 2, 3. You gotta think it's gonna lead to a triple threat, right? For the US title, LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes, and Andrade at Bad Blood triple threat. I've been calling it for weeks. Come on, we gotta see it. Great match though between Andrade and Carmelo. I love them together in the ring. Hey, did you hear the news? AJ Styles is coming back this Friday night on SmackDown. I can't wait. Is he gonna be heel? Is he gonna be face? Who's he gonna be feuding with? What's he gonna do? I don't know, but I'm excited. Meechin went one-on-one with Piper Niven, setting up for our dumpster match next week where Meechin's gonna go one-on-one with Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green decided to place a garbage can near the barricade to Piper Niven's advantage, but it would backfire on Piper Niven because she would do her little cannonball maneuver and land right in the metal garbage can. That would lead to Meechin taking out Chelsea, and then she would hit her little foot maneuver that she does right to the chin of Piper Niven, pinning her 1, 2, 3. Actually a pretty fire match. This kind of delivered. I can't wait for the dumpster match. Am I the only one that's really excited for that? WWE announced a really awesome tag team championship match that's going to be happening this coming Friday. It's going to be a tag team ladder match with the Street Profits, DIY, and the Bloodline, Tamatanga and Tangaloa, the current tag champs. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait for it. And our main event of the show where we saw Kevin Owens and Randy Orton team up to go up against Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. This match was great. The best thing about it, Kevin Owens had the Tribal Chief Solo Sikoa pinned. He had him pinned. He hit the stunner on him. It was a 3 count. It was a 3 count all day if the referee could get into position. Cody Rhodes was told not to come out and help during this match by Kevin Owens, but Randy Orton told Cody to come out. And I don't think Randy Orton specified to Kevin that he told Cody to come out. So Cody comes out. He inadvertently takes out the referee while Kevin Owens had Solo Sikoa pinned. And that led to Kevin Owens being pinned and losing the match yet again to the Bloodline. What great storytelling here. Obviously, it's only a matter of time till either Kevin or Randy turns heel on Cody Rhodes looking for his championship. But man, what a way to set it up. Cody kind of screws Kevin. Absolutely insane. Great way to end the show. They kind of just ended with some beef in the ring. They didn't hug it out. They didn't shake it out. The camera kind of just cut off with Randy Orton breaking them both up. Solid episode of SmackDown. Short and sweet. Nothing too crazy on this episode, but I am going to rank it. I'm going to give it a solid 6 out of 10. Favorite match was Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade. And my favorite moment was Kevin Owens literally having Solo Sikoa pinned. What the heck? Really hope you guys enjoyed the week in review. I'll see you guys next time. Bretto Live is signing out.